everyone, welcome back to Blueprint DIY. Angelina here, and today we're going to do a tutorial on how to make jeans or just regular pants skinny. Jeans, and the very first thing you'll always want to do when you're altering something is try it on. For this pair of jeans, for jeans in general, if you want to alter jeans in an easy way, make sure that the waist part and the hip part of the jeans fit. Now, when you try it on, you want to kind of pull it and stretch it to see how you want it. Now, on jeans, there are two types of seams on the leg seam. There's the interior seam, which is like this doubled over seam, and you want to try to avoid touching that as much as possible if you want to keep that nice, the look of that seam. So since we're doing jeans, we're going to try to only do the outside seam, which is just a regular old seam. Now this one is difficult because it has this line from the crease where somebody nicely ironed these pants for many years. And it's kind of faded right there because they probably were maybe put in the dry cleaners or whatever, but I'm not gonna let that worry me too much. So as I have them on, I'm going to take some pins, pull them to the side, see how much I want to take them in, and then I just add pins up to where they need to be taken in. And I only do it on one side, but you are more than welcome to do it on both sides. Once I get one leg exactly right, then I just copy it on the other side, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so now that I have my pins in, I am going to do my best. You know, you really can try them on inside out. That makes more sense. Sometimes I do it like this. And then just repin it. And often, because I've done this enough times, I won't worry about the in-between. I'll just keep this mark for where to stop. And I will just do a angle that goes from that point all the way down to the end. And so now I'm going to turn these inside out. So I'm going to take from here and stitch. And when you are doing the edge on these jeans, now technically what you're supposed to do is take this edge, open up your hem, and then redo your hem. I never do that. It's just a step I don't really like to do. So when you stitch over your hem part, double stitch it. So you're gonna stitch over it, go back, and then stitch over it again to make sure that once you're wearing these and they're pulling, that this doesn't actually open up on you. Okay, so I'm gonna stitch a straight line from this point here on an angle all the way to this edge here, right here on my sewing machine. Make you Alright, so the next step is we're going to try them back on. I don't cut off any material until I know that what I did was right. I still have this that needs to be fixed. The little clasp on here needs to be fixed, but as far as the leg, I am happy. Now this is a good example. This is a good pair of jeans to use to let you know why this is technically not correct, because it pulls the grain of the material off to the side if you only do one seam and not the other. So you can see that this seam comes back to the middle if I pull this middle, but I didn't want to destroy this seam right here, So I am going to be happy with just doing this side, because I actually, in the end, I wanted to fold these up anyway, so it doesn't look too bad. Okay, so once you take the pants off and have them inside out, once you get them to the point, once you get one leg to the point where you're happy, then you want to take the leg that hasn't been done and fold it on top of the leg that has been done, and just pin that one the same way in the same places. So I'll do that one at the end, and I'll put a pin telling me where to stop. And then I'm gonna take it to the sewing machine and make a straight seam, and then we'll finish it. Okay, so the last step is going to be to cut off the excess. And I'm gonna make sure I leave enough room so that when they're once they start raveling in the wash or whatever, that it doesn't, compromise my seam. So I'm gonna go maybe, mine is kind of wide, I'm going like a 1/2 inch away from the seam. 1/2 inch to 5/8 of an inch away from the seam, all the way up. And I'm gonna do that for both. All right, so since I had planned on, I could serge these if I want to, but since I had planned on turning these up, sometimes when I decide to turn my jeans up, what I will do is purposely fray the edges and then just leave that look for when I turn it up. So for these, I'm just gonna pull it out a little bit and then just cut off the excess, so that when I turn them up, I'll see that on the edge. Okay, now for these gray slacks, I have them here, and of course, once again, you always try it on. For these, I really like the pleat that is going up and down the front. I like the fact that they're high-waisted. I don't particularly care for the elastic, but it always makes them comfortable. But I really want to take these in more on the outside seam, and that's the excellent and wonderful thing about just regular pants, is that you can take them in on the inside and the outside seam, and they don't necessarily have to fit you in the waist. You can take in the waist as well. So these are really, really good candidate to take in. So once again, I am going to pin them at the ankles. Make sure that you can get it off of your foot. That's another reason for pinning it and then taking it off, and pin it all the way up. I'm just going to kind of loosely pin these because I'm not exactly sure. I think what I want to do is take some extra off of the back side and do it that way. But there's different options that you can do because I really want to kind of keep the pocket. So we're going to do that and see how it works. And we're going to be trying on and taking off quite a bit, because that's just, for me, the best way to alter clothes and make sure they fit properly. So what I'm going to do is just measure, so I was about 1 inch from the seam over here, about 1.25 inches, about 1 inch right there, and about 1 inch right there. So I'm gonna just take out all my pins and just say that from the ankle to the knee, I wanna take it in 1 inch. So I'm gonna turn these inside out, and I'm going to deal with this top part first. I really like this inside the pants. It keeps that pleat nice and kind of taut, so your pleats are not all jacked up. But anyway, so what I said before was that I wanted to take some of that back part away, which will help me to keep more of my pocket. So I am going to just kind of see 1 inch off of the back side, see how that does. So that would be 1 inch from the pocket off of the back, and you see how that goes down like that. So I'm going to sew from right here, follow this pocket down, and then I'm going to go 1 inch to the end. So has this pocket, I can go in and just add some pins to, you know, all along here to make sure that I stay about an inch, especially when I'm getting toward the ankle, because like I said, those are already tapered. It's gonna be more in here because I'm making this more of a straight leg pair of pants. And I'm also going to, we might as well go ahead and take the inner seam in, like I said, from the ankle to the knee. It was about an inch, so measure an inch from there. And then it'll be an inch on the ankle. And then I'm going to, from the knee to the crotch, I'm going to taper that and make it, you know, kind of an angled till I get to the edge, because I don't want to take any of the crotch off. That makes it fit funny. Okay, so here's my seams. They go from the ankle, taking off about an inch, and then this one goes all the way up, taking off mostly backside, and you can see it from the backside. Taking off mostly the back side of the pants. So I'm going to turn these right side out and try them on and see what I think. The waist will probably not fit that great because really it's gonna pull to one side, but we still want to try it on and see how it looks. Okay, so I have them back on, and I'm going to pull this side so that it pulls right. Like I said, it's not gonna look right now because everything's pulling to this side, but I am pretty sure that this is how I want them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is how I want them. I'm pleased with how they fit up at the top as I'm pulling this side, and the leg is okay. Yeah, I think these will look really good with a pair of heels, so I'm happy with that. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side just like I did the jeans. We're going to transfer the pins, fold it over, and transfer the pins to the other side, and then sew it. Okay, so once you have done both the seams on both sides of the pants or both legs, then after you try it on one more time to make sure it's right, if it's right, then you want to go ahead and cut the seams. And again, with this material, just cut it away enough so when it frays, you know, it won't get close to the edge. I'm actually going to go ahead and serge these because I think they'll lay better if I do, but if you don't have a serger, I wouldn't really worry about it. But if they're not, when you try them on, if they're not how you want them, then you just, like I said for the jeans, continue your process on again, you know, try them on, pin them, sew it, and then try it on again. So that's basically your steps. Try it on, pin it, sew it, try it on again. And then once you're happy, only once you're happy, can you cut off the excess. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting these off, and I'm gonna take it to my serger, and I'm going to serge the edges, and then we will have the final results. Okay everyone, so there you have it. I hope that was comprehensive enough and informative enough to show you that how simple it is to alter a pair of pants, to take them in, to make them skinny, whether it's jeans or just a regular business or a pair of slacks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you enjoyed these transformations in the comments, and also let me know some other simple tutorials that you would like to see me do. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.